the organisations they're looking for are growth organisations, but that's because they themselves are primed for growth. They are very, very assured of their own vision, of what they want to achieve. And they do that because they have a really strong sense of identity. They understand difference and what makes them different and distinct from other people that they are working with in any environment. And really that identity brings with it a very strong emotional connection, a belief that they really can actually change the world. They can have a serious, meaningful impact on other people's lives, not just within their immediate network, but actually globally. They are globally connected and they're globally aware. And with that is this really strong sense that it's not about them being independent, as we learn to believe from schools, from universities, but really it's about interdependence. It's about understanding what you can get from other people and how you can work with other people, and that's what they're after. Those are their expectations. That's who they are, and as they enter the workforce, these growth companies are exactly what they want. They give them autonomy, they give them responsibility, and they give them learning opportunities.
Over the last 5-6 years, I think and it's actually the reason why we set Instant Impact up in the first place. So when we were at university, we were seeing a very traditional set of employers communicating to grads about the jobs at their companies, and it was the big law firms, the big accountancies, the banks, and consultancies. And for me, my co-founder Rob, and a few of our friends, those different jobs really didn't identify with the careers that we wanted to have and the lives that we wanted to go on and lead, and frankly seemed a little bit too hierarchical, too big, small cog in a big machine. And when Rob and I were leaving university, we started looking for jobs in startups and entrepreneurial companies, but there were none around. And so that's why we set up Instant Impact in the first place, to help small companies overcome the problems that they had in hiring the graduate talent that they wanted, and in educating graduates that there are other routes that you can take apart from joining a big blue chip firm. And I think that when we started in 2011, there were a small number of people that were interested in that route. And I think that in every year that our company's grown and that has existed, that percentage of the graduate population has been increasing. And we ran a survey at the end of last year, which showed that 25 to 26% of the graduates that we saw wanted to start their career in SMEs. I'm not saying rather than in large organisations, but they were interested in that route.
I think it is that mismatch of expectations where they sell you a job that's all about glamour and about having responsibility and about having kind of selling the opportunity to have an impact and to make an appreciable difference in what you're doing and to have ownership of tasks. And in reality, going to work for a big company, at least for a lot of my friends, turns out to be, it's kind of training for the first year, and then it's working in sort of a group of people that are very much similar to yourself and at a similar kind of position in the organization to yourself. So there's not really that variety of experience, and you definitely don't get any kind of ownership or leadership opportunities.
I think today we need leaders who think and work very differently from the past. So leaders who are collaborative, who are conscious about their responsibilities, mindful of their legacies, who can work collaboratively and are in tune with their emotions. Today you're looking for authentic leadership rather than command and control, which we had in organizations 20 years ago. If you look back at the great business leaders of the 20th century, they are very much a product of their time. Today we're moving into a different area. We're moving into an era of conscious capitalism. And we need the leaders who can bring people with them and create that and give their employees a sense of purpose.